Hola, bienvenidos de nuevo. Welcome back. Me llamo Catherine Garcia. I'm Catherine Garcia. Hoy vamos a aprender el alfabeto español, los números 1 a 100, los días de la semana y el verbo ser, nuestro primer verbo, el verbo ser. Today we're going to learn the Spanish alphabet, numbers 1 through 100, days of the week, and we're going to conjugate our first verb, the verb ser, which means to be. Empecemos con el alfabeto. Let's begin with the alphabet. Por favor, repite la letra y la palabra. Please repeat the letter and the word. Repite, por favor. A. Alicia. B. Bonito. C. Carlos. Cielo. D. Dentista. Repite. E. Elefante. F. Figura. G. Gota. Gente. H. Hola. I. Ignacio. J. José. K. Kilo. L. Litro. M. María. N. Nicolás. Ñ. Niño. O. Oportunidad. P. Poquito. Q. Quinto. R. Rosa. Laura. S. Santo. T. Tanto. U. Usted. V. Violín. W. Whisky. X. Conexión. México. Y. Paraguay. Z. Zorro. There are 27 letters in the Spanish alphabet, including one letter that we do not have in the English alphabet, and that's ñ. N with a little tilde. It's called a tilde on top of the N. Ñ. Now let's go through the alphabet, just the letters. Un poquito más rápido, a little faster. Repeat after me. Repite, por favor. A. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. Ñ. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. Z. Muy bien. Now that we know what the letters are, spelling is not too hard. First, let's look at the vowels. There are 5 vowels in Spanish. A, repite. A, E, I, O, U. When these vowels are on their own, they always are pronounced that way. A, E, I, O, U. Repite. A, E, I, O, U. Bien. Let's read some words with the letter that contain the letter A. La A. Repite, por favor. Cama. Habla. Mañana. Encantada. Nada. La E. Leche. Interesante. Este. Mesa. 7. La I. Triste. Increíble. Historia. Niño. Mío. La O. Globo. Otro. Ocupado. Hola. Color. Y finalmente la U. Grupo. Azul. Música. Mucho. Muchacho. So let's practice the vowels one more time. A. E. I. O. U. Now let's look at some of the consonants. Okay, la B. The B is like a soft B. Bonito. Bueno. The C can sound either like a K or like an S. Carlos. Cielo. The D is dentista. The G can either be hard or soft. Gota. Gente. Gota is hard, gente soft. H, the H is completely silent. The only time it makes a sound is when it's with a CH, then it makes the che sound. But H, it's as if it weren't even there. H. Hola. Historia. Do not pronounce the H. J is like a hard H. Jose. K and W are reserved for W, are reserved for foreign words such as kilo, karate, kiwi, whiskey. So those are for foreign words. L is like our L pretty much, except for when it's double L. Double L sounds more like a Y, like we've already heard in como te llamas. Double L, como te llamas. Okay, Ñ is a different letter. It's like an NY, Ñ, niño. Okay. P is like a soft P, poquito. The R can either be rolled or a single R. If it begins the word, as in rosa, or if it's two double R's in the word, como perro, then you roll your R. If there's one single R, as in Laura, then you do not have to roll the R. V, the V is more like a B. It's a soft B, violin. And zeta, in Spain, the letter Z and C, when it's like an S, they use the theta sound. Zorro, zeta, cielo, TH sound. That's in Spain. Okay, once you know how to pronounce the letters, spelling is not too difficult. ¿Cómo se escribe? We learned cómo se dice. Do you remember what that means? That means how do you say. Cómo se escribe is how do you spell. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo se escribe tu nombre? Okay, can you spell it out with letters? Mi nombre es K A T H R Y N. ¿Y tú? Can you take a minute and write out and spell your name? ¿Y tu apellido? And your last name? Apellido means last name. ¿Cómo se escribe? ¿Cómo se escribe? Mi apellido se escribe G-A-R-C-I-A. ¿Y tú? Escribe tu apellido. Write your last name. Ok, ahora yo voy a deletrear algunas palabras. I'm going to spell some words. Quiero que escribas lo que yo digo. I want you to write what I say, the letters that I say. See if you can spell the words. Número uno, number one, número uno. V, E, N, E, Z, U, E, L, A. That's a long word. Let me spell it one more time. V, E, N, E, Z, U, E, L, A. Did you guess which country it was? Let's spell it together. V, E, N, E, Z, U, E, L, A. Venezuela. Muy bien. Venezuela. Fantástico. Número dos. E, S, P, A, N, A. Another country, right? Let's spell it together. E, S, P, A, N, tilde, A. España. Muy bien. Otra palabra, another word, otra palabra. M, A, D, R, I, L, E, N, O. That's a harder one. Let's spell it together. M, A, D, R, I, L, E, N, O. Madrileño. Someone from Madrid is called a madrileño. Okay, last word. A, R, G, E, N, T, I, N, A. Did you guess which country that was? Let's do it together. A, R, G, E, N, T, I, N, A. Muy bien. Okay, now let's say the alphabet one more time, una vez más, this time without looking. We'll say it together. How about? Ready? ¿Listos? ¿Preparados? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, y Z. Learning the alphabet and how to spell and pronounce words takes practice. The more you practice, the more familiar you'll become with the way the language works. So on your own time, practice the alphabet and it will really help you with your pronunciation and spelling. That's it for the alphabet. Next we'll do numbers 1 through 100. Ahora vamos a aprender los números de 1 a 100. Right now we're going to learn the numbers from 1 to 100. The numbers 1 through 10, most of you probably already know, but just in case, por si acaso, we're going to review those as well. Empecemos con 1 a 10. Let's start with 1 to 10. Repite, por favor. Repite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you say them on your own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, 11 to 20, 11 a 20. Repite, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go through those one more time. See if you can do them on your own. 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Muy bien. Ahora los números de 10 a 100, numbers 10 through 100. Once you get to 20, you just add on 1 through 10 as you go. For example, let's do, repite por favor, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, etc., etc. So we're going to count by tens. Repite, 10, 20, 21, 22, etc., etc., 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's do those one more time together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Muy bien. Now let's see if you can guess some numbers. I'm going to say the number and you write it down. For example, if I say cuatro, you write cuatro. Okay? Primer número. 55. 55. Did you get it? Did you write it down? 55. Muy bien. 67. 67. 67. Muy bien. 88. 88. 88. Muy bien. 99. 99. 99. 34. 34. 34. 72. 72. 72. Ahora, 15. 15. 15. 21. 21. 21. Okay, muy bien. Did you get those? Ahora podemos decir cuánto cuesta. How much does it cost? Por ejemplo, el vestido. ¿Cuánto cuesta el vestido? How much does the dress cost? Repite, ¿cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta el vestido? Okay. So to answer that, you would say, el vestido cuesta 90 dólares. Cuesta 90 dólares. ¿Ok? Y la corbata, ¿cuánto cuesta la corbata? La corbata cuesta 25 dólares. 25 dólares para la corbata. ¿Y las sandalias? ¿Cuánto valen las sandalias? Las sandalias valen o cuestan 39 dólares. Repite, 39 dólares. Y los vaqueros, los jeans, los blue jeans, los vaqueros, cuestan 42 dólares. La falda, the skirt, la falda, ¿cuánto cuesta la falda? Esta falda cuesta 68 dólares. Y el sombrero solo cuesta 15 dólares. Es una ganga. It's a deal, it's a ganga. It's a bargain. Okay, bien. Now that we know the numbers, we can count. So at night you can count ovejas, you can count your sheep. Here we're going to count cuántos hay. Hay is a verb in Spanish that never changes. It stays the same, in the present tense anyway, and it means there is or there are. So cuántos means how many. So how many are there? Cuántos hay. Repite, cuántos hay. Okay, ¿cuántos gatos hay? How many cats are there? 1, 2, 3 gatos. Hay 3 gatos. ¿Cuántos peces hay? Hay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peces. Now don't get confused. Peces that you catch in the sea fish are called peces. When those fish are prepared to eat, it's called pescado. Okay? So there hay 5 peces. ¿Cuántas piñatas hay? Do you know what a piñata is? It's the thing you hit and the candy falls out. Lots of times they're in the shape of a donkey, un burro. ¿Cuántas piñatas hay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piñatas. Hay 8 piñatas. ¿Y cuántas gallinas hay? Hay una sola gallina. Hay una sola gallina, una gallina. Gallina is a chicken, but when you eat chicken, you call it pollo. Okay? So now you can count. Another useful thing for numbers is to ask somebody what their telephone number is. Repite, por favor. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Mi número es el 404-555-9377. You can either do each number separately, or sometimes they group 2 numbers together, as in 90, like 93, 77. So, practica con tu número. Escribe tu número. Practica con tu número. Mi número es el... etc., etc. Okay, we can also talk about how old we are. In Spanish, instead of saying, I am an age, you have a number of years. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Repite, ¿cuántos años tienes? Yo tengo 27 años, I wish, ojalá. So that's, I am 27 years old. And you, ¿y tú? ¿Cuántos años tienes tú? So you're going to write down your age. Tengo blank años. Okay, that's it for numbers for now. We'll learn numbers from 100 to infinity later in the semester. But for now, that's it for the numbers. Gracias. Hola, ahora vamos a aprender los días de la semana, the days of the week. Now you need to know how to say these, but also how to write them and spell them. So let's go to our list. The days of the week in the Hispanic calendars almost always starts with Monday, which is lunes. So we're going to start with lunes, not Sunday, but Monday, lunes. Okay, repite, por favor. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's go through them one more time. A little faster. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. ¿Qué día es hoy? Repite, ¿qué día es hoy? Okay, hoy es, let's say it's Friday. Hoy es viernes. Mañana, tomorrow, mañana es sábado. Tomorrow is Saturday. Mañana es sábado. Mi día preferido es el viernes. My preferred day or my favorite day is el viernes. ¿Y tú? ¿Cuál es tu día preferido? Which is your favorite day? Now, if you want to talk about something that's coming up, say on Tuesday you're having a test, you would say, tengo un examen el martes. El martes would be for this Tuesday. Tengo un examen el martes. The days of the week are masculine. El lunes, el martes, el miércoles, etc., etc. Now, if you're talking about something that goes on every Tuesday and Thursday, like our Spanish class is Tuesdays and Thursdays, you would say, tengo la clase de español los martes y los jueves. Use los martes y los jueves. Los y los. That means it's something you do every day, every week on that day. Preguntas, ¿no? Bien. Repite los días de la semana. Let's see if we can say them without looking. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Practice writing them on your own. Ahora vamos a ver nuestro primer verbo, el verbo ser. Now we're going to conjugate our first verb, the verb ser, which means to be. This is very important because we're going to be conjugating many verbs throughout the semester, and so you need to learn how to do this. So let's look at the verb ser to start with, to be. And you'll see there are 6 forms. Every verb in Spanish has 6 forms when you conjugate it. The forms do not change. It is the verb that changes. So for example, repite, yo soy. That's I am. The verb ser changes to soy for the first form, yo. Tú eres. You are. Ser changes to eres. Él, ella, usted, es. He, she, formal you, is or are. And that's es in Spanish. Soy, eres, es. Nosotros, we are, somos. Vosotros, sois. That's for informal plural you. Ellos, ellas, ustedes are they. And the plural you, so that's son. So your verb changes to soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Now, the subject pronouns, those always stay the same. So let's make sure where they know what they mean. Yo is I. Tú is you. Informal you. Él is he. Ella is she. Usted is the formal you. So if I'm talking to somebody who's maybe at a higher level or older than me, I might use usted instead of tú. Nosotros is we. Nosotras is we if everyone in the group is a female. One male and it usually defaults to the masculine. Vosotros and vosotras are usually only used in Spain, and they're the informal plural you. So if you're talking to a group of friends in Spain, you say, vosotros sois mis amigos. Okay? Ellos means they. Ellas is they if it's a group of females. And then ustedes is the plural you, talking to a group of people, is ustedes. So when we conjugate the verb, it becomes repite, yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, ellos son, ellas son, ustedes son. So this always stays the same. So now in Spanish, I can say yo soy Catherine, or I can just say soy Catherine. In Spanish, you do not have to have the subject pronoun. You use the subject pronoun for emphasis, yo soy Catherine, tú no eres Catherine, yo soy Catherine, for emphasis and for clarification. If I'm talking about Marcos, I have to say Marcos es muy inteligente, so we know who we're talking about. But in general, you can just use the verb without the subject pronoun. So that's why when we learn the verbs, we learn them just conjugated with the 6 forms. So here we have soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Say it with me, or repeat after me. Soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Now take a minute and write those down so that we can do some practicing. Do you have these forms written down? Okay, práctica, practice. Número uno, number 1. Tú, and then you have to fit in the correct form of the verb. You are my best friend, mi mejor amigo. Do you know which form it would be? Tú eres mi mejor amigo. Nosotros, we are students, estudiantes. Somos, nosotros somos estudiantes. Sandra, Sandra is like ella, it's a she, it's ella. So ella es norteamericana. Ustedes, remember, is plural, so which one is it going to be? It's going to be son. Ustedes son inteligentes. You all are intelligent. Yo soy de Georgia. I am. Sara y Luisa is 2 females, so that's like ellas, they, the feminine they. Ellas son jóvenes. They are young. Son jóvenes. Ella es rubia. She is blonde. Ella es rubia. ¿Preguntas? Continuemos. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to create sentences using different components. What you're going to do is you're going to take one of the subjects from the left-hand column. Let's go through them really quick. Tú is you. Mi mejor amigo, my best friend. Mis padres, my parents. Mi libro de texto, my textbook. Mis profesores, my teachers. La clase, the class. Mi gato, my cat. Then you use the correct form of the verb ser. Remember, soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. And then you're going to add an adjective. Inteligente, intelligent. Barato, cheap. Caro, expensive. Cómico, funny. Trabajador, hardworking. Fascinante, fascinating. Grande, big. Pequeño, small. Simpático, nice. So let me give you one example. One example is tú. I took the subject tú. I chose the form of the verb eres. Simpático. You are nice. Tú eres simpático. So go back and see if you can come up with 5 sentences out of these components. Formar oraciones. Form sentences. Okay, here are some examples of sentences that I made out of those components. Por ejemplo, mi mejor amigo es cómico. My best friend is funny. Mis padres son trabajadores. My parents are hardworking. Mi libro de texto es caro. My textbook is expensive. Mis profesores son fascinantes. My professors or teachers are fascinating. La clase es pequeña. The class is small. Mi gato es inteligente. Notice one L. Inteligente. My cat is intelligent. Okay, hoy aprendimos el alfabeto español, los números 1 a 100, los días de la semana y el primer verbo, el verbo ser. Hasta la próxima.